Welcome back. This is Monty once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. And as usual, I'm out and about taking a walk. Very, very nice, peaceful, day-to-day, pleasant environment. We actually have a little bit of water in our little creek over here. Let me see if I can zoom a little bit. It's a little creek that you're looking at down there. And if I shut up for a little while, you can actually hear the stream going along, meandering along. A lot of shade over here, hardly any wind blowing, but little chirping of the birds. A very nice, very serene environment, perfect for walking, perfect for meditation. You can't get it, okay? Today is just all around gorgeous day, okay? Especially considering we've been having just a little bit inclement weather, very cold, kind of windy. So people have been staying inside a little bit longer and waiting until it, got a little bit better. But today, definitely a major, major improvement out here in Ventura, California. So how you guys doing today? I hope everything's going great. Hope everything's going your way. Now, this particular topic is I think it's kind of interesting. Before I get into that, I just want to say we have three distinguishing things that separate us from the competition. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products, 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. Very large inventory of items that not only can you buy, but you can rent or lay away. Do your rent to own. Try before you buy with a rental program. Again, lay away for 6 months, 12 months, it's up to you. Get your law enforcement grade, state-of-the-art bug detectors, GPS trackers, nanny cameras, digital video and voice recorders, and anti-terrorist products, the explosive detectors, x-ray baggage scanners, narcotics detectors, etc., you name it, we have it. We've only been doing this for 20 years, so we have a very, very good idea of how to satisfy the most demanding requirements of the customers in the United States, outside the United States, it doesn't matter. So if you have any questions about all of that, give me a call, 888-344-3742, 888-344-3742. Now, today's particular topic has nothing to do with surveillance or security equipment. It's kind of out there, left field maybe for some people, but I think it's interesting. It has to do with microdosing with LSD. Yeah, you heard it right, microdosing with LSD. Now, the reason why I think that's kind of intriguing is because microdosing runs contrary to a lot of what you typically encounter when you're using drugs or something. Typically, more is better when you're using drugs, chemicals, alcohol, whatever. But there's a new phenomenon going around, and it has to do with microdosing, very, very small, minuscule, subperceptual amounts of the LSDs, the what others? You name it. It's a number of things that people take. The supplements, the various types of things that we do. The homeopathic cures. Okay, typically we like to think that again, if you take more of something, it's going to be better. Whether it's tinctures of colloidal silver or iodine droplets or who knows, silica gel or something. Typically, you think that the more I get into my system, the better. But a lot of scientists, a lot of biologists and different people are starting to take a look at this, and I take a contrarian view. What happens when your body actually reacts in a very, very favorable way to smaller amounts as compared to larger amounts? So microdosing, as mentioned in the article, is something that a lot of it seems to be the Silicon Valley techies, the people from your major corporations, your Apples and your Facebooks and your Twitters. A lot of those guys are programming, and they're doing their developing, and they're doing their hacking around the clock pretty much. And they need to be alert, they need to be aware, they need to be focused. And I'm very much into brain focus, brain enhancement, brain clarity types of supplements, okay? And anything that's going to help me be more focused and alert and have a clarity, I want to look into it, okay? So this has been very, very interesting. It seems, again, along the lines of homeopathy, in terms of where we learned about homeopathy again, you introduce certain things to the body, very minute amounts of trace elements. Again, whether it's going to be your silvers, your what is it? You name it. Let's think of some things that we could take in very small amounts that we typically take in large amounts. Well, just to review, the iodines, colloidal silvers, the salts, sea salt, Himalayan salts, your shilajits, whatever it is. Typically, you want to take as much as possible. That's what you would think. But then, again, we're finding out that if we take smaller amounts, it seems to awaken something in the body that says, look, I already have this inside of me. The body already has a lot of these trace elements inside of us. But I think what we're doing, you guys, we're probably awakening the molecules that are already inside of us. We're activating it with the microdoses. And your body is saying, okay, I recognize that trace element that you're introducing. I'm going to go ahead and activate that. So you actually activate those molecules that you already have in you, representing the trace elements, and they awaken. And before you know it, you start to get more alert. You start to cause the beneficial effects of the salts, whether it be the magnesiums or the Himalayans or the sea salts, to start to regulate and speed up the metabolism. They start to get the positive benefits. So I'm thinking, maybe this is what's going on. As far as I can tell, we've been doing homeopathy for a long, long time. Hello, Robin Lerner, and I want to say hi to everyone that joins you guys. So occasionally, I'm going to acknowledge the people who join in. So yeah, I think that's what we're doing. We're reintroducing things to our body that we have depleted. We haven't been building up the amounts of the certain things in our body. So when we reintroduce them, the body says, okay, I think I recognize that one, and I'm going to go ahead and activate and start to give you the positive benefits of those things, again, that you're reintroducing. We're not really introducing a lot of new things to the body, because believe it or not, we have every single element, because we're part of this whole, and the whole means that on a very, very very large, in the very large scheme of things, there's a lot of interconnectedness. And I wrote a lot of articles about, the various topics that link. For instance, we talk about, what is it? I'm letting my GPS tracker information update because I'm walking, and it's interrupted me by train of thought. Yeah, but we're writing on various esoteric subjects as what is it? The quantum universe, holographic universe theories, and of course string theory. Of course, the idea that we could be living in a simulated universe, all sorts of things. Ayurvedic medicine, something that you're going to see in my blog posts and articles as well. I like the idea of studying the 10,000, 5,000-year-old Far Eastern approaches, and trying to basically integrate and weed through all of this various information to see if I can see the cross relationships. Because being cross or multidisciplinary in various different areas allows me to see the connectedness between a lot of them. And believe it or not, the Buddhists and the mysticists and the physicists and the astrophysicists, a lot of the scientists, they're saying the same thing. They're describing the same thing, okay? They're just telling us, look, so it is above, so it is below. So it is within, so it is without, basically. And when you clean up your body, you're working on your physical, you're working on your mental, you're working on your spiritual, okay? Get rid of as much of garbage and the baggage and get it out of your system. And then you're going to feel a lot better. Basically, that's what they're saying, a lot of them. Various cultures, disciplines, you name it, are saying things in a different manner, but they're saying the same thing, trust me. So anyway, get back to microdosing with the LSD. Everyone from Steve Jobs to famous writers and authors and physicists. One of the physicists who came up with, the DNA, the double helix strand of DNA, that was supposedly perceived by a person on LSD. He envisioned the single strand, but then because he took some LSD supposedly and got inside of a molecule and realized that there is indeed a double helix. Steve Jobs supposedly got a chance to think outside the box. You name it. There's famous writers, there's business people, there's all sorts of people in multidisciplines that seem to be giving us an idea. Even our armed services, have had various projects where they took a look at LSD. Ingo Swann, I think, was it Ingo Swann? Worked for the CIA. And who else was it? A number of people will talk about, the idea that if we can get out of this particular realm that we're in and step away from it far enough, you get a chance to get a different perspective, and you start to look at the pattern recognition. Basically, is what happens. Your brain starts to step back far enough, and you start to think about relationships. What happens when you match up certain things that normally would be matched up? Sight, sound, sense of smell, all these things are start to intermingle, and you start to take a look at the patterns that they have in common. So anyway, there's a lot going on besides trying to make it and everything. So take a look at the article. Let me know what you think about it. If you've experimented with microdosing, if you haven't, that's fine. But take a look at it, be aware, be educated, and understand that there's a lot more going on than just the daily grind, okay? So you guys, if you have any questions about the surveillance or security equipment or something, the different things that we offer, give me a call. 888-344-3742. That's 888-344-3742. I'm about to wrap up my walk. It's a very pleasant walk. Got some exercise, got some fresh air, and got a chance to drop this video on you guys. Take care, have fun. Bye-bye.